Okay, good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about Zener voltage regulator. Okay, so it is like if I am selecting a Zener diode of some example 5.1 volt and my voltage is greater than 5.1, input voltage is greater than 5.1, that means this Zener diode will be in breakdown region, Zener breakdown region, and at that time current will flow through this Zener diode and output voltage of 5.1 volt will be maintained in the output terminal. Okay, so that was about Zener diode as a voltage regulator. Okay, so initially it is a if someone asks you the question what is Zener diode, explain the Zener diode as a voltage regulator circuit, so you can start like this. Okay, Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator. uh, the difference between normal diode and Zener diode is in the normal uh, forward biased condition, Zener diode will be acting as a normal diode, and but in the reverse bias condition, it conducts in the breakdown region. So that are the 2 points. Okay. Uh, so the next point is for reverse. For a Zener diode to act as a regulator, we always connect it in reverse bias condition. So that is another point. Then you draw this circuit. This is actually load resistance. This is series resistance to limit the current through Zener diode. And then we have Zener diode which is connected in reverse bias condition. Then you can explain like when the input is 1 volt, the Zener diode will not conduct. It acts as a normal diode which is in reverse bias condition. So it will not conduct and output will be 1 volt across the output terminal. And if suppose the Zener voltage of Zener diode is 5.1 volt and input voltage is greater than 5.1 volt, what will happen means the breakdown happens. The breakdown of Zener diode happens and large amount of current will be flowing through the Zener diode and voltage across Zener diode will be maintained to Zener voltage level. Okay, so that is the concept. Okay, I hope all of you understood this concept. ഇന്നലെ നോക്കിയിരുന്നു ആരെങ്കിലും ഇതെങ്ങനെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ളത്? ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? ഏതാ അത് മനസ്സിലായോ ഈ ടോപ്പിക്ക്? നിങ്ങളോട് ചോദിക്കുന്നത് ഒന്നും കൂടെ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്ത് തരണോ? Okay, let us explain again. Okay, so first I am drawing the characteristics of Zener diode. So this what I have drawn now is characteristics of a normal diode. You can see this is V, this is forward current I, this is minus V, this is minus I. Okay, I think all of you know this characteristics. This characteristics എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയില്ല. For characteristics of normal diode, VA characteristics of normal diode. Okay, ഇതും അറിയില്ല എന്ന് പറയരുത്. Okay. So in the forward bias condition, it acts as a normal diode. So the characteristics of Zener diode is similar to the characteristics of forward biased condition of VI of PN junction diode. Okay, and but in the reverse bias condition, the breakdown occurs at lower voltage, and this voltage is known as VZ, Zener voltage. The breakdown occurs at a lower voltage. Now, in this plots itself, you can see that the breakdown happens at this point called VZ. After that, if you keep on increasing the voltage, reverse voltage increase ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാലും there is no increase in the voltage across Zener diode. Only the current increases. Okay, so look at this plot. After VZ, so first I am applying negative 1 volt, nothing happens, no current flows, negative 2 volt, nothing happens, and assume VZ is 5.1, I am applying a negative 5.1 volt, breakdown occurs, and after that there is no increase in the reverse voltage. വോൾട്ടേജ് നമ്മൾ എത്ര കൂട്ടിയാലും 5.1 ശേഷം 6 കൊടുത്താലും 7 കൊടുത്താലും 8 കൊടുത്താലും വോൾട്ടേജ് is not increasing. But what is increasing? Current is increasing. Okay, ആ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് മനസ്സിലായോ? Okay, so reverse voltage 1 volt കൊടുത്താൽ കുഴപ്പമില്ല, 2 volt കൊടുത്താൽ കുഴപ്പമില്ല, 5.1 voltage വരെ കൊടുത്താൽ കുഴപ്പമില്ല. But after 5.1, if you keep on increasing the input voltage, nothing happens. The voltage across Zener diode is same as Zener voltage, 5.1 volt, but current is increasing. Now, let us draw the circuit diagram. Assume that a Zener diode is connected. I'm neglecting current limiting diode resistance and all. I'm drawing only Zener diode. Okay, so this is your output terminal. This is your input terminal. This is Zener diode. Okay, so first I am making 1 volt. 1 volt. What happens? So that means it is a negative voltage. Reverse bias condition. This is the positive negative end. This is the positive end. So positive terminal of the supply is connected to cathode of Zener diode. Anode of the Zener diode is connected to negative terminal. That means the Zener diode is in now reverse biased condition. Okay, so we no need to check about this forward characteristics. We actually don't require this now. We require only reverse characteristics. So first I am applying 1 volt. That means it is actually reverse bias condition. Okay, negative 1 for the diode. Nothing happen, no current flows, and you will be getting 1 volt at the output terminal. Then I am making this input as 2 volt. Again, reverse voltage has increased a little bit. Now input has become 2 volt. I will be getting the same 2 volt at the output. As Zener diode is in reverse bias condition, it will not conduct like normal diode. ഇത്രയും ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? Okay, now assume that Zener voltage of this diode is 5.1. That means reverse breakdown happens at 5.1. This voltage is 5.1. And I have keep on increasing. Now the voltage is 5 volt. Nothing will happen because it is just a reverse voltage. If you see the characteristics, no current flows through that Zener diode. Whatever input, that is 5 volt, you apply it to the input terminal will be across the output, because this component കറണ്ട് ഒന്നും ഫ്ലോ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല ആ കോമ്പണന്റിലൂടെ അല്ലേ, ആ കോമ്പണന്റ് ഉള്ളതും ഇല്ലാത്തതും ഒക്കെ കറക്റ്റ് ആണ്. സോ നത്തിങ് ഹാപ്പൻസ് ദർ. നൗ ഐ ആം what I am going to do is I am applying a 5.5 volt input. That means this input voltage is greater than Zener voltage. Input voltage is greater than Zener voltage. Breakdown happens. Breakdown happens ചെയ്യും. So once breakdown is happened, voltage across Zener diode is, എവിടെയാണ് ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്? ഈ ഒരു പോയിന്റിലാണ് ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. So if you see the plot, the voltage across Zener diode is not increasing. It's not at all increasing. Okay, so breakdown happens at 5.1 volt. What happens is current flows through the, immediately start flowing through the Zener diode, and you can see that the current VZ, it is actually IZ, okay, current through the Zener diode. So current immediately flows through the large amount of current immediately flows through the Zener diode, and voltage across Zener diode is constant. It is not changing. It is 5.1. See, voltage across Zener diode means what? It is output voltage, okay. Input നിന്ന് കണക്ട് ചെയ്ത ഇൻപുട്ട് ടു ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് വോൾട്ടേജ് ഒക്കെ അവിടെയാണ് വരുന്നത് അല്ലേ. ബട്ട് I can say like that 5.5 minus 5.1. So how much it is? 0.4 volt. So 0.4 volt ഇവിടെ ഡ്രോപ്പ് ആവും. എങ്ങനെ? 0.4 voltage will be dropped in form of current flow അല്ലെ. അത്രയും വോൾട്ടേജ് ഇതിലൂടെ കറണ്ട് ഫ്ലോ ആയിട്ട് ഡ്രോപ്പ് ചെയ്യും. റിമൈനിങ് 5.1 ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ടെർമിനലിൽ ഉണ്ടാവും. സോ ഐ ആം അപ്ലൈങ് 5.5 volt. ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ ഹാപ്പൻസ് and output will be 5.1. Okay, so suppose if I am applying 7 volt, again it is same case. Okay, it is in the breakdown region only. So voltage is constant after 5.5 volt, 5.1 volt. After 5.1 volt voltage constant ആണ്. So output will be 5.1 only if you are giving input 7 volt also. So 9 volt also if you are giving, the output will be 5.1. But what will happen if 9 volt is given? 9 minus 5.1, it is 3.9. That much voltage will be dropped across this Zener diode in the form of current flow. അത്രയും വോൾട്ടേജ് കറണ്ട് ഫ്ലോ ആയിട്ട് ഡ്രോപ്പ് ചെയ്ത് പോകും. Okay, so if I keep on increasing the input voltage, finally the large amount of current will be flowing through the Zener diode. It will get damaged. So in order to protect the Zener diode, I am adding one series resistor here to limit the current. ഇപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലായോ എന്തെങ്കിലും? ഓക്കെ, ഇനിയും മനസ്സിലാവണമെങ്കിൽ ഈ വീഡിയോ അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടാവും, അത് നോക്ക്. ഓക്കെ, now about circuit. Okay, it is we have already learned what is the block diagram of power supply, DC power supply. Then we have learned what is bridge rectifier. Then we have learned what is a capacitor filter. Then we have learned the circuit of Zener voltage regulator. Now it is a time to discuss what is public addressing system, PAC. Okay, public addressing system എന്താണ്? Okay, you may have seen this when people are speaking on stage. Okay, ഒരു മൈക്ക് യൂസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഒരു ആംപ്ലിഫയർ ഒക്കെ വെച്ച് കൂടുതൽ ആൾക്കാരോട് സംസാരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഡ്യൂറിങ് ദ ഇലക്ഷൻ ടൈം, by hiring some auto rickshaw and jeep, the people used to പ്ലേ സോങ്സ് ഓർ എന്താ പറയുക നമ്മൾ പ്രചരണമൊക്കെ നടത്തി പോകുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. Or in a college assembly or a school assembly, the headmaster or teacher used to address students through a public addressing system. Okay, why? Because if you want to address to two or three people, it is very easy. So you can go near to them and speak to them or communicate with them. But when you want to address a crowd, maybe some more than 50 people, if you speak loudly with your maximum voice, you won't be able to reach to those people. So in those cases, we have to use some mic and amplifier arrangement. This arrangement is called public addressing system. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്താ പറയുക, ഒരു സ്റ്റേജിൽ പ്രസംഗിക്കുമ്പോൾ, സ്റ്റേജിൽ പാട്ട് പാടുമ്പോൾ ഒക്കെ നമ്മൾ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് പബ്ലിക് അഡ്രസ്സിംഗ് സിസ്റ്റം. ദ മൈക്ക് പ്ലസ് ആംപ്ലിഫയർ പ്ലസ് സ്പീക്കർ, along with that few more components are there. That is what we are going to study in this topic. So this is called public addressing system. A public addressing system is anything that amplifies sound so more people can hear it. So as I said, if you want to communicate with 2 or 3 people, it is very easy for you. You can go near to them and speak to them. But when you want to address some more than 50 people, your sound won't be that much enough to make them audible. So during those time, you can use a public addressing system. That means a mic, amplifier, and a speaker, so that your voice will be amplified so that many people can hear. So a public addressing system is anything that amplifies sound so more people can hear it. A simple public addressing system is shown in the following block diagram. So what it is having? A microphone. At stage 1, a microphone it is having. Okay, what microphone means? Mic. നമ്മൾ പറയുന്ന mic ആണ് microphone. Okay, so what mic will do? What is the purpose of mic? What is the purpose of mic in an amplifier or a public addressing system? ആർക്കെങ്കിലും പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
ഇൻപുട്ട് ചെയ്യുക.
ഒന്നുകൂടെ പറയാം.
ആംപ്ലിഫയറിലേക്ക് സൗണ്ട് ഇൻപുട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന സാധനമല്ലേ മൈക്ക്?
അതെ, സൗണ്ട് ഇൻപുട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന സാധനമാണ്. പക്ഷെ ആൻസർ, ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ച ആൻസറിന് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യന് കറക്റ്റായ ആൻസർ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയില്ല. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദ പർപ്പസ് ഓഫ് മൈക്ക്? മൈക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? മൈക്ക് സൗണ്ട് വേവിനെ, ഞാൻ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന സൗണ്ട് വേവിനെ ക്യാപ്ചർ ചെയ്തിട്ട് അതിനെ എന്താക്കി കൺവേർട്ട് ചെയ്യും? Electric signal. That's correct answer. An electric signal ആക്കി convert ചെയ്യും. So now also I am using a mic. Okay, mic to take this class. Okay, what I am doing, I am connecting my mic to my laptop. From there I am taking the class. Okay, so if I simply go near to laptop and speak, nothing will happen, because the laptop is an electronic device, and my whatever I am speaking is actually a sound wave. So there is no connection between both the sound wave and electrical signal. So in order to connect it, we have to convert the sound wave into electrical signal, so that further processing with the help of electrical signal are possible. Okay, so mic is used to convert sound wave into electrical signal. You may have studied the working of mic during your +2 or 10th. Okay, so I will show you how mic will work. So there is a okay, so you can see that the diagram of a mic, this is called a diaphragm. Here is a coil, and this one is magnet. So what happened when I am speaking? Because of this sound wave, uh, because of the energy in the sound wave, this diaphragm will move uh, forward and backward. As I'm speaking, because of the energy in the sound wave, this diaphragm will move forward and backward. Here there is a magnet connected in the back side of this diaphragm. So the magnet also will move forward and backward along with the diaphragm. And this magnet is placed inside a coil. So because of the Faraday's law, whenever a magnetic field connected with a coil changes, an EMF is induced in the coil. That is Faraday's first law. Whenever a magnetic field linked with a coil changes, an EMF is induced in the coil. So that is Faraday's first law. So there is a coil which is winded over the magnet. So as the magnet move, the flux linkage with the coil will change, and what will happen? A small amount of EMF will be produced across this coil. So that is how mic will work. So it is converting sound wave into electrical signal. But the problem is the output of microphone will be very small. It will be in the range of milliampere, microampere. So we have a pre-amplifier circuit. So pre-amplifier, for example, if this is some microampere, some 10 microampere, the pre-amplifier circuit will convert this small signal into a large signal. Not so large, little bit large. Okay, 10 milliampere, 10 microampere into some, say, example, 10 milliampere. Pre-amplifier. Because it is the output of microphone is very small. So first we are converting this very small value to a small value using a preamplifier. Then we have power amplifier. Power amplifier, what it will do? It will amplify it to further. That is 10 milliampere to maybe some 1 ampere or 2 ampere, like that. The output of pre-amplifier, because if you connect microphone directly to power amplifier, it won't be able to take that much small signal to amplify. So what I am doing with the help of a pre-amplifier, I am amplifying the very small signal to a small value, and with the help of power amplifier, I am amplifying this small value to a larger value. Then we are connecting it to loudspeaker. So anyone, please tell me what is the working of loudspeaker? What is the working of loudspeaker? How loudspeaker works? So what kind of conversion is happening in loudspeaker? As I said, microphone will convert a sound wave into electrical signal. What loudspeaker will do? Electrical to sound wave. Okay, so correct. So it's working also same as this microphone. So at this coil, I am giving the amplified electrical signal. കോയിലിലേക്ക് ഞാൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ആംപ്ലിഫൈഡ് ഇലക്ട്രിക്കൽ സിഗ്നൽ കൊടുക്കും. So this coil will become a magnet. So inside there is a magnet. So when this coil becomes a magnet, there are two magnets actually. One is the magnet which is produced by the current in the coil, and another we have a magnet which is connected to the diaphragm. So when there is two magnet, it may repel, it may attract. So this, because of this repulsion and attraction, this magnet will move forward and backward. That will move the diaphragm forward and backward. That will produce sound. So that is how this loudspeaker will work. So a public addressing system has a four basic block diagram. One is microphone, second one is pre-amplifier and power amplifier. Then we have loudspeaker. So microphone will convert sound to electrical signal. Pre-amplifier will amplifies very small or amplify the output of microphone, which is of very small magnitude to a small magnitude. What power amplifier will do, output of preamplifier is amplified to a higher voltage or current level, and then it is given to suitable loudspeaker. We can see the explanation here. The microphone converts sound wave into electrical signal that can be processed by the rest of the system. Because without microphone, if you speak inside that preamplifier, nothing will happen. Okay, preamplifier will take only electrical signal because it is an electrical system. So it is important that microphone create faithful reproduction of sound wave as an electrical signal, no distortion. Okay, so it should convert in such a way that there is no break in sound. It should be exactly the electrical signal which is produced by mic should be exactly in similar to the sound wave it is produced by us. Okay, then preamplifier, the purpose of it to take small electrical signal from microphone and increase the amplitude of the signal voltage. Then power amplifier, the power amplifier takes this enlarged voltage signal and boosts the current so that it is strong enough to drive the loudspeaker. And finally, loudspeaker. This is a final part of the system where the electrical signal is transferred back to sound wave. Okay, now if suppose we have also seen okay, ഒരു സ്റ്റേജ് ആണ്, ഒരു പൊളിറ്റിക്കൽ ലീഡർ സ്പീക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്. ഓക്കെ, that is enough. There will be one mic. So the people who is uh, managing the function will be calling one by one to the podium, and they will be speaking to audience. Okay, so one mic is enough. But you may have seen the TV programs where background one music will be going on, participant or a singer will be singing on the stage, and there will be mic with judges. So that system is little bit complicated now. That means background some music will be going on, or when he is singing there will be lot of instrument kept near to him, and to all instruments there will be mic connected to that. So there will be lot of mic, there will be musical instrument like mobile phone, computer, or CD player, etc., while conducting such a function. So at that time we will be having an additional component called mixer. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഒരു മ്യൂസിക്കൽ പ്രോഗ്രാമിൽ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ടിൽ വരുന്ന മ്യൂസിക് ഒരാൾ സിംഗ് ചെയ്തതിനു ശേഷം അല്ല ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ടിലൂടെ മ്യൂസിക് പ്ലേ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, എല്ലാം അറ്റ് എ ടൈം ലൗഡ് സ്പീക്കറിലൂടെ നമുക്ക് കേൾക്കണം. ഒരു സൈഡിൽ ഒരാൾ സിംഗ് ചെയ്യുന്നു, വേറൊരു സൈഡിൽ മ്യൂസിക് പ്ലേ ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഇതൊക്കെ അറ്റ് എ ടൈമിൽ കേൾക്കണം അല്ലെ. അപ്പൊ സോ ദോസ് സിഗ്നൽസ് വിൽ ബി മിക്സ്ഡ് ബൈ എ മിക്സർ, and then it is given to loudspeaker. So here you can see there will be many number of microphone, and after microphone you will be having preamplifier. So maybe you may have 2 or 3 microphone, so similarly 2 or 3 preamplifier, then music source and all, its output signal will be somewhat higher enough so that it can be directly connected to the amplifier. Okay, mic in the output preamplifier like koduthu because the output of mic is very small, but output of music sources like mobile phone, CD player, MP3 player, etc., are large enough so that it can be directly connected to power amplifier. So there is no need of any preamplifier circuit for music sources. So first we are connecting microphone, preamplifier, and then it is connected to mixer. So like this there will be 4 or 5 microphone and preamplifier. Then we are connecting music source directly to mixer. So all the signals will be selected or combined or mixed at the mixer circuit. Then it is given to power amplifier, and then the amplified signal is given to loudspeaker. So a little bit advanced, what we can say, amplifier circuit or public addressing system. Okay, so the difference between this block diagram and the previous is, the previous block diagram we had only one mic and one amplifier system. So here we have n number of mic and music players, etc. And then we have a mixer. So the mixer will mix all these signals together, and then it is given to power amplifier, and then finally to loudspeaker. Clear, Ayo? Okay, a more sophisticated PA system would allow a number of input to be connected. For example, a band would have several microphone input and a guitar pickup input. These inputs would need to be faded in or out individually. So mixer, its function is to add together electrical signal from microphones or pickups, from electrical guitar or backing tracks from a CD player. Most of the music sources produce large signal than a microphone and do not need a preamplifier. So that is about public addressing system. Okay, we will go for next topic. Next one is common emitter amplifier circuit working and its characteristics. Okay, so this is the most important topic in this module, common emitter amplifier. So what we have already learned input and output characteristics of common emitter circuit, input and output characteristics of common emitter circuit. So now we are going to learn common emitter amplifier circuit working and its characteristics. So this is an amplifier circuit. So it is working based on some common emitter configuration of transistor. That is what we will understand after reading this title. Okay. So what is an amplifier? An amplifier is an electronic circuit that is used to increase the strength of weak signal in terms of voltage, current, and power. So if I speak in front of a mic, it will produce an output of very small voltage, very small current, so the power also very small. So amplifier is an electronic circuit, and it is used to increase strength of weak signal, that is output like microphone. So it is very low. The output of microphone is very low. It is in terms of millivolt and microampere. So it is a weak signal. So amplifier will increase the strength of this weak signal. The process of increasing the strength of weak signal is known as amplification. The process of increasing the strength of weak signal is known as amplification. Okay. So, so when you are doing amplification, you should amplify the signal by keeping the original nature of input. Okay. Once after amplification, the nature of the input should not be lost. ഓക്കെ, ഒരാൾ സംസാരിക്കുന്നതാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ആംപ്ലിഫൈ ചെയ്ത് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ആ സംസാരിക്കുന്ന കണ്ടന്റിൽ ഒരു മാറ്റവും പാടില്ല, അത് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ആംപ്ലിഫൈ ചെയ്യാന്നുള്ളൂ അല്ലേ. വൺ ഓഫ് ദ മോസ്റ്റ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് കൺസ്ട്രെയിൻ ഡ്യൂറിങ് ദ ആംപ്ലിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് ഓൺലി ദ മാഗ്നിറ്റ്യൂഡ് ഓഫ് signal should increase and there should no change in the original signal shape. So we have to increase the amplitude of signal without changing the original signal shape or characteristics. The transistor BJT FET is a major component in an amplifier system. Okay, transistor of BJT FET is a major component in an amplifier system. So common emitter amplifier is what? So what is common emitter? The input is applied between base and emitter output is taken between collector and emitter. That is why common emitter. We already know this. Okay. So the input is taken between base and emitter. Emitter is there. Okay. Similarly, output is taken between collector and emitter. Again, emitter. So emitter is common to both input and output. That is why it is called common emitter. So the common emitter amplifier is a 3 basic stage bipolar junction transistor, and it is used as a voltage amplifier. The input of the amplifier is taken from the base terminal. The output is collected from the collector terminal, and the emitter terminal is common for both input and output. So this was the common characteristics. So we will be applying input here. Across base and emitter, the output will be taken between collector and emitter. Okay, മനസ്സിലായോ? So this is called common emitter configuration. Okay, നമുക്കൊന്ന് റിവ്യൂ ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാം ഇന്ന് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് പഠിച്ചത്. ഫസ്റ്റ് വി ഹാവ് ഡിസ്കസ്ഡ് what is Zener voltage regulator. We had some doubt in the previous class. We have cleared that. I think majority understood what is Zener voltage regulator. It is an important question. And then we have learned what is a public addressing system. Okay. So in the case of Zener voltage regulator, we were telling like when the reverse voltage is less than Zener voltage, current will not flow through the diode. But when the input voltage is greater than Zener voltage, breakdown happens because Zener voltage is the breakdown voltage of that particular Zener diode. So when the input voltage is greater than Zener diode voltage, breakdown happens, and what happens? Large amount of current flows through the Zener diode. So the output across the Zener diode will be constant. It will be equal to Zener voltage or breakdown voltage. So if you increase the input voltage to any volt beyond Zener voltage, the output will be constant. So that is why it is called regulator. Okay, regulator means output will be constant. So that is why Zener voltage regulator circuit is called a Zener voltage regulator circuit, because if after breakdown voltage, whatever input you apply, the output will be constant. And then we have seen public addressing system. Public addressing system, the basic public addressing system has 4 blocks: microphone, which converts sound energy to electrical signal, and then preamplifier, it amplifies very small signal or weak signal to a normal signal. And then we have amplifier. Amplifier will amplify this normal signal into a strong signal. And finally we have a loudspeaker. Loudspeaker will convert this electrical signal back to sound wave. And we have seen more sophisticated public addressing system with the help of a mixer. So from multiple sources, input will be connected to mixer. This mixer will mix all the signal or signal from multiple channel to a single channel, and the output is given to a power amplifier, and from power amplifier it is given to loudspeaker. So that is how it works. And then we have seen the introduction of common emitter amplifier. We have seen what is an amplifier, how common emitter amplifier works. Okay, so in the next class we will continue. Before that, I want to take the attendance. Okay, Anas Roshan.
Present, sir.
Anashwar.
Present, sir.
Anugrah.
Present, sir.